say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't want to eat. If he said he want, they don't want no steam. She put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling, fix the face and fix the weed. Now work.
As they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Bills' Stephen Hauschka's got this one teed up, and off we go from New Era Field. And this will be a touchback as set sails over the inline. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Here we go. 77.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Bortles. He's going to fire one deep, middle, into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Gets through and now an opening. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First carry for Chris Ivory. He's to the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Ivory, 22 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Hurry up, here we go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. Oh, what a move. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. This give is to McCoy. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He finds Coleman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. 1st and 10 at the 19. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back near his goal line. Here's Bortles. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Allen going to throw. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Here we go. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On play action, now Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Fournette, a first down carry, pushing through the contact. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, 54, Ricky.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Paul. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Barry Church. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. Bortles on the give to Fournette. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. shotgun now for Bortles. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
The drive begins with a run by Ivory. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That one goes for 24 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Telvin Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep for his tight end. It's caught at the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Charles Clay, 39 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Here's Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Buffalo after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. It's all right, it's all right.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Got a man on the right sideline. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. Throwing now is Bortles. Looking long for Westbrook. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st down, Bortles. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He finds Yeldon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Spread right, 72. 11B. Lucy.
A final shot before half the fourth. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. His throw incomplete. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Well, CD, in a couple of weeks we can make our Super Bowl predictions, but for right now, I want to get your AFC Division Champion predictions. Who do you have?
All right, let's start in the AFC East. It's New England. Do we need to say any more?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's a challenger behind them in that division right now.
That tends to cover it. Miami believes that they can be. Buffalo will be starting over with a new quarterback. So will the Jets. How about the AFC South? I'm going to give you a surprise there. I think Houston comes back and reclaims their crown and moves ahead of Jacksonville and Tennessee, who were both in the playoffs last year. The good health of Deshaun Watson, J.J. Watt, Whitney Merciless, Houston in a surprise pick.
All right, how about the West? The West is always intriguing. Who are you taking there?
One of the better divisions in football. John Gruden's back in Oakland. Kansas City has a new quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. Denver has a new quarterback in Case Keenum, plus a terrific defense. I think the L.A. Chargers ride away with this division crown. Philip Rivers has to get it done. Somewhat approaching the twilight of his career. And I love their pass rush with Joey Bosa and Melvin Ingram.
And in the North, I'm guessing you're going Steelers.
I think I have to go the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everyone else has big question marks. The Steelers have big men. And they're really upset about the way 2017 ended when they lost to Jacksonville in the playoffs.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle. It's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Corey Coleman, 34 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's a give to Fournette. And now running right through it. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. But it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mike 39, Lucy.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. In on the stop there, Kelsey McRae.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Bortles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college. So sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, tied down for the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's McCoy. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To the air, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
So right.
They begin with a run by Fournette, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 154 right here.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. From the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah. Risky.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
10th carry now for McCoy. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz? Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Allen to throw. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is going to be Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Here comes the Jaguars' offense as they get set to go again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Leopard! No, check!
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. Back now in Buffalo. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Leopard!
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Jones. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Gun!
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Left side here, caught by Clay. And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Jerry Hughes getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
380!
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Allen going for it all. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
But give to McCoy. McCoy's got the 1st down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. With Sean McCoy, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I think you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh, boy, you wish you hadn't.
Now Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And now another one thrown incomplete. The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nick O'Leary, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Bortles now to throw. And they can't bring him down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a 1st down. Bortles going to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Deltha O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll run it with McCoy. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Here's John Ryan now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Here we go.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Facing this 4th quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock. They know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Here's John Ryan now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And now out come the Jags. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throw left side complete. That's Cole. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Bortles got to have this one. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been in?
Chris Ivory loses the football. But Charles